You are in process of being reborn, babe. If you're coming across this video, I trust it is for you. There's just this really strong energy of rebirth, literally coming out new, being a whole new version of yourself, ready to present it out to the world. And it's so fitting because today is my birthday. And I've always liked celebrating my birthday, but I've never really felt such an intense shift from one year to the next as I have for this one specifically. So I trust that if you're aligned to this energy, you're going through some huge transformations at this time as well, because it's been very revelatory. And just discovering like parts of myself, uncovering new things about myself, realizing how much conditioning I've experienced throughout my life and like really breaking through that. So I just feel like you're probably at this place where you've closed a chapter in being the version of yourself that you thought you had to be to please other people, to fit society standards. You're just becoming this version that is so authentic and true to your own soul and your own expression and your nature. And I think that's so beautiful. And the songs, I was getting a bunch of songs for this message, and a lot of them had to do with like celebrating and closing out cycles and doing whatever the you want, just really putting aside people pleasing, putting aside again these things that have been sort of forced into you that you're now breaking free from, and being able to just express yourself more authentically. And I feel like that is attracting such a new era of your life to really start and begin for you. So if you've been feeling these changes, again, we're very aligned and it's an exciting time. It can be overwhelming. Like, I'm right there with you if you feel overwhelmed, or you just feel you might be in the phase 2 where you feel very confused because everything that you knew is falling apart. Trust, babe, like, you're on your way to being the brightest, highest version of yourself, and your surroundings are going to reflect that back to you. Let's grab some tarot though on this message. I feel like I want to grab a little bit more here. The world at the bottom of the deck. Sorry, let me cover that. Completion, cycles ending. Lots of this is lifelong. And I just had a conversation with a friend this morning too. It's like, it's never too late to discover new parts of yourself. It's never too late to decide differently for yourself. You don't have to resonate with a past version of yourself if you no longer feel like that's who you are. We as humans are so adaptable to change. And I just feel like sometimes we feel this imposter syndrome of like, oh no, I couldn't possibly be that, or I couldn't do that because I've never done that before, or because I, have taken on this particular identity and it's been comfortable for the rest of my life. But no, like, let whatever is coming up for you come out at this time. You're leading yourself to some major abundance. These cards just fell out, and this is at the bottom, 10 of Pentacles. This is like major wealth. This is financial stability. This could be generational wealth that you're stepping into, or just insane amounts of abundance and support that you're receiving because you're becoming who you truly are. That's what's magnetizing this to you. Let's see what else came out here too. Yeah, so strength, 7 of Wands, 2 of Wands came out first. So strength, you are strong. You're kind of like, okay, I've heard that a million times. I'm tired of being strong. I get that. I've been through that phase of it. But really, like, this strength is not something to look down on. It truly is supporting you in, again, reaching new heights in your life, new eras of your life that are starting because of your strength, because of your resilience, because you are who you are, and you've stayed firm on your boundaries. You've allowed to let your experiences be learning moments for you to understand what you're going to let into your life, what you're not, who you are, what you agree with, what you don't. Like, all of these things have just been tools for you, and you're starting to recognize that and move forward in a new direction. With the 2 of Wands, it just shows that, again, you might be having to pick up some of the pieces that have fallen apart and being like, okay, well, what do I do now? You may have been going on a certain trajectory within your life and it's completely shifted, and you're like, what am I supposed to do? And so you're in this planning phase, but trust that wherever you're at, tapping into your intuition, tapping into divine source, trying to get guidance, or just allowing life to sort of happen as you're in tune and as you kind of trust that you're being led somewhere, it's going to start to make sense. The path is going to be revealed. It doesn't happen overnight, but you are being led somewhere really beautiful. And I feel like this is going to be, bringing you a lot of karmic justice, a lot of balance, where you've felt unbalanced for a lot of your life. You've felt like you've been trying so hard and not receiving the rewards for it, but this is shifting. You're gaining mastery over your skills, over your abilities, over who you are, how you view yourself, how you talk to yourself, what you spend your time on. Like, you're mastering all of that in this phase and gaining so much knowledge, gaining so much discernment in who it is that you truly are and what it is that you want to call into your life, what you want to work towards, and how you want to identify, like, the type of person that you just are. And no longer hiding parts of yourself is really coming through, no longer pretending to be somebody else. It's just full, authentic, beautiful expression, and like you just not giving a rat's ass about anybody else. And I think that's just like the whole point, right? The point of the human experience is to come to your own, to play the game, to live this life. And you can't really get to that full experience of life if you're constantly having decisions be made for you or constantly falling victim to other identities that are like being placed on you by other people, because they have no say over what's going on for you internally. And I just feel like you're really taking your power back in that way and becoming this beautiful new version of yourself. Queen of Pentacles, this is you, babe. Like the rabbit, you're about to experience some major fertility in whatever it is you've been working towards. Like, you're going to start seeing things grow and sprout and just grow, like move exponentially into a better direction than they have before. You are like becoming more attractive is coming through as well. You're just magnetizing so much more, because when you are this accepting, loving version of yourself, it does exude outward. People are going to notice. People are going to look at you differently. They're going to perceive you differently because you perceive yourself differently. And all of that emanates outwards. You're going to be attracting new opportunities, attracting new relationships, attracting new situations that are going to be aligned with this heightened version of yourself. So again, if you're in that transition phase where a lot has been falling apart, you feel like you have nothing, even if you're in that place where you're like, I literally don't have friends I can call, I don't have family, I don't have a good job, like whatever it is, trust that it is clearing the way for you to fully take off. Your space has been cleared to be replaced with things that are going to be aligned with the new version of yourself that you're being reborn into, that you are getting ready to show out into the world. I do feel this strong call to like really show this, to not back down, to not be scared, because you're moving yourself away from chaos into calm waters. You've removed yourself from situations that were not fulfilling you into something that is going to be very stable for your development. And so just, again, like leaning into that power of self, leaning into the trust and acceptance that you are exactly where you need to be, that you are becoming the best possible version of yourself through all of the trials and tribulations, and that your external reality just has to adapt. Like, you need to be in that mindset of like, I've been putting in the work, so therefore I know that I'm going to get my just rewards. That's the mentality you need to be exuding. That's the mindset you need to be showing, because trust, like, it's on its way. I know it's not easy, but you're about to be delivered something. You're about to receive some good news. And it's going to come from you, again, going through all of this like internal work, going through all of these realizations of yourself. That's what's going to bring in and magnetize this beautiful offering that just feels so fulfilling, that is leading you to so much abundance, whether that be physical, financial stability, or again, abundance of all of the other things that can make you rich in this beautiful life that we're like granted the ability to live. So I'm sending you so much love. What a beautiful message to have on my birthday. I feel so privileged to get to share these things with you, so that you know that you're never alone. And I am just sending you so much love and strength on your journey. And yes, thank you for being here. And I can't wait to share more with you soon. Mwah.